Gloria. Today I want to show you a very traditional Lent water. It's a very traditional special water that we drink during Lent on Fridays. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you this delicious recipe. My ingredients. I have water, filtered water, granulated sugar, lettuce, beet, apples, oranges, lime or lemon, bananas, and a cantaloupe. Of course, you're gonna say lettuce, but believe me, this Lent fresh water comes out so delicious that I know that once you prepare it, you're going to continue making it at home. So let's get started. Okay, my friends, I'm going to start by washing my lettuce and my beet. We want to make sure that we rinse it completely in running water. We want to make sure that we completely rinse it out completely so that we are ready. I have my beet here. I'm just going to go ahead and run it under running water to make sure that I get the excess of a little dirt that stays behind on the beet. Okay, this is done. This is done, my friends. I'm going to start here adding my sugar to my pan. I'm going to do the simple syrup so that we don't use too much sugar in our drink. I'm adding 1 quart of water and I'm going to go ahead and take it to the stove. We want to make sure and let it cook until the sugar has been dissolved completely. It just takes a couple minutes, my friend. I'm going to leave it here. I'm going to start here with my bananas. And what I'm going to do is just cut the ends and then cut it right through the middle. We want our banana to release all the flavor in this delicious drink. This is the way I cut my banana so that it releases all the flavor. And I like to just take the little strings off of the banana, and then we're going to go ahead and cut it in long strips, nice and thin. After we've cut it in long strips, we're going to go ahead and make 3 cuts right in the center, just to make sure that they're nice and maybe like an inch and a half long, so that the banana releases all the flavor and the sugar that the banana has right on the water. Let me show you how is the thickness of the banana that I am cutting. Okay, I'm going to continue with the second one. And it's now nice and cut. I'm going to add it here to my big container. And I am going to continue here with my lime. You could use lime, you could use lemon, whichever you have at home. At this moment, I have limes, and that's what I'm going to use. Believe me, my friends, this water is kind of that you're going to say, wait a minute. This comes out so delicious, and your banana will not get brown. Because what I like to do, I have my oranges here. I'm going to go ahead and juice the oranges too. I'm going to add my lime right on top of my bananas. And then I'm just going to juice 1 orange, 1 sweet orange. Okay, after I have juiced 1 complete orange, I'm going to go ahead and add it to the banana mixture. The other orange, what I'm going to do is I'm going to peel it from the outside, nice and peeled, and then I'm going to cut it in little bite pieces. We want to cut the pieces nice and thin and nice and small so that the sweet orange will release the sugar and release the flavor to this delicious drink. I'm going to continue with the second one, and I am done with my orange. I'm going to add it here. And you know something? I'm going to start with my apple. The apple, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to cut it in the middle, and then I'm going to take the core out where the seeds are located. We don't want none of the seeds and none of that hard core that is right in the middle of the apple. What kind of apple can you use? Any kind of apple that you would like. The apple, we want to slice it nice and thin and then in little squares so that it releases all the sugar and all the flavor. Look how thin my apple slices are. I wanted to show you this step. They got to be nice and thin so that they release all the flavor of the apple. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing with the other half. I'm going to add it here, and let's go check on our simple syrup. Okay, this is done. I'm going to remove it from the stove so that it starts cooling down. I have my beet here. What I'm going to do, I'm just going to take the skin off of the beet. But first of all, I think I need to put some gloves on because my fingers are going to get nice and red and they're going to get stained for just a couple of days. So what I'm going to do now is with the peeler, I'm going to start peeling all the beet completely to the core. We want the beet to be nice and thin. Look how thin I have sliced it so that it will release all the flavor, all the color, all the antioxidants, all the vitamins that it has. We want to do this step very slowly and very precise. Look at this. I am done with this. I have my lettuce here. With my lettuce, I'm going to cut it, slice it in very thin little slices. After I've sliced it completely, just make sure that it's nice and thin. We're going to go ahead and cut it in little squares. You're going to be thinking, why lettuce? The lettuce gives this drink such a beautiful texture and crunch. Okay, I'm going to add my lettuce here and I'm going to incorporate everything completely. We want to incorporate everything, all these flavors, all the sugars. I have my bowl here where I'm going to add my water. I'm going to add a little bit of water to the container, white container, so that all those juices I don't throw away. I add them to my pitcher. What I'm going to do now is just add 1 quart of water to my pitcher, and I'm going to add the simple syrup. Look at this. It's getting already nice and red, and all those flavors are going to incorporate completely. Right now, I am ready to add the simple syrup. Look at this. I have it right here. It's still a little bit warm. I'm going to go ahead, add it. Add a couple of ice cubes because this water will come out delicious, nice and cold. The sugar is perfect. The sugar is to taste. I'm going to go ahead, add a couple of ice, and then I'm ready with my cantaloupe. I'm going to go ahead and take the seeds completely out. I'm going to slice it completely. We want the slices really nice and thin. Why? So that the cantaloupe will release all the sugar and all those flavors. And then we're going to cut it just like this in little squares. Look at this, my friends. Just be careful. I don't want you to get cut. You're going to go ahead and just slice it and then cut it like this. And we want to make sure that the little squares are nice and small pieces, bite pieces. I'm going to continue cutting the rest. We want to make sure that we cut everything. Look how small they are. I want to show you how small they are so you could add everything to your pitcher. I'm going to go ahead and add my cantaloupe here. We're going to mix it completely. We want to make sure that everything incorporates. I'm going to take it to the refrigerator and it's going to rest for at least 1 to 2 hours. We want to make sure that all those flavors will incorporate. I'm going to go ahead and put a little bit of plastic wrap right on the top and straight to the refrigerator. It will go. Look at this. My friends, I want to show you from close up how this Lent water looks. This is a very delicious fruity drink. We're going to go ahead, put it in the fridge for about 2 hours, and then we are ready for the presentation and to taste this delicious fresh water. I'll see you back in about 2 hours. I am done with my Lent fresh water. This comes out very good and very delicious. Of course, that you know that the beet has a lot of vitamins and all the fruits. So this is the part I love, I enjoy, and I really look forward tasting my recipes. I'm gonna help myself with the spoon so I could get every little piece of fruit that I have added to this fresh water. Excuse me. You might be thinking, why lettuce? The lettuce gives us such a crunch, such a delicious flavor that please add it to your Lent water. Excuse me. This came out amazing. If you liked and loved my recipe, please don't forget to subscribe, give me thumbs up, share my video on social media. Why not? Share my video on social media so more people get to know Cooking with Gloria. Don't forget to push the notification bell so every time I make a new recipe, yes, my friends, you are notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. And of course, I will stay enjoying my fresh Lent water. Bye-bye.